To dream the impossible dream. How hard is that? To take the impossible and turn it into possible. You see, impossible just means I am possible. Think about it. Anyway, today is the 27th of May, 2018, Sunday. Yeah, last home game of my Arizona Rattlers today. Yep. Anyway, National Grape Popsicle Day. Yes, this is my day. I love grape popsicles. And National Cellophane Tape Day. Yeah, the stuff that you try to do at Christmas time and it gets all over your hands and it doesn't work right. It doesn't come out of the container right. Yep, that'd be it. Told you, that's it. Congress is in recess. This is what happens on these days. Right around Memorial Day. Because of Memorial Day recess. Then they come back for 4 hours. Then they're gone for 4th of July. Well, it feels like that, doesn't it? Anyway. You know, people say things are impossible. Well, I'm over 115 pounds lost. I thought that might have been impossible. Very close to hitting the 120, but not there yet. But the quote of the day, I think, kind of fits it. Eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. Adele Davis. Eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. You see, when you divide it up, I put maybe 200 calories for this meal, 200 calories for this meal, 200 calories for this meal. It didn't want to work. But when I put 300 calories for this meal, and 200 calories for this meal, and 100 calories for this meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, things started to fall. So when I took 200 for this meal, 100 for this meal, and 100 for this meal, or went and did 200, 150, 50, things started falling even more. And somebody said, why is that? Because you got all day to burn the crap off. Think about it. You have breakfast when I get up at 3 a.m. You got till 7 or 8 o'clock at night to burn it all off. So what did you have for breakfast? Slice of Hollywood bread, Hollywood Light, 45 calories. 2 ounces of turkey pastrami, 70 calories. We're at 115. 2 Clausen pickles that are sandwich slices, 2 slices as a serving, that's 5. So we had 120 calories, plus 6 calories for our coffee. Ain't nothing in it, just coffee and water, but they say that's 6 calories. So I say 5, they say 6. So what? Well, it does make a difference. But it looked like an impossible task. You see, when I bought the shirt I have on today, it says 6X in the collar. Yeah. But when I bought it, I mean, it wouldn't even come this close. I couldn't bring this top button because it was that far apart. So I put it on today, being that I'm in a XL. And darned if it don't fit. Wilbur, it doesn't fit good. It's even a little loose in the back. Right where I always have problems right here. It's not puckering up. Some said it was impossible. But I am possible. I am the greatest. I am the best. You don't have to agree to it, but I am. You see, it's all right here and right here. Because God told it to us a long time ago. Philosophers have been saying it ever since. As a man thinks in his heart, that inner being, that shall he be. You don't believe me? Go talk to Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, Dr. Martin Luther King. You can't talk to, but it was in his ideas. Talk to Dr. Robin Rushlow. Talk to any great athlete. Paul Goldschmidt. You got to have it. You got to see it. You got to believe it. You got to feel it. Talk to anybody that's taken a business from the ground up. They see it. They imagine it. They think it. As they do in their heart, they are. That's why you get frustrated when people get in your way, when people tell you no, when people tell you they can't be done. Yeah, well, see? That's why you get upset. That's why people have so much protectionism of their businesses. Because it's part of you. I understand that. You don't want to see it changed. You don't want to see it given up. I understand that. But just think of the greater legacy you can get when somebody buys it and makes it grow. When somebody makes it into even something better because you planted the seed. They're using your seed. So think about it. Is it impossible or is it I am possible? Hey, today's awesome cigar. So you know what it looks like in the raw? Yeah, a little Bacello on it. You don't know what it is? I got this in a special pack. Oh, come on. Here's the good pack. You know who that is. This is a Caldwell Midnight Express. I can only guess that this is a Maduro wrapper because it's a manufacturer's secret, Robert Caldwell. I can taste the binder because I pulled some pieces apart from when I cut it, but it's a manufacturer's secret. It tastes like something out of Central America, probably Nicaragua and Honduras, but I don't know that because it's a manufacturer's secret. I do know that it is aged Central American tobacco for sure. I do know and taste the outer wrapper is a Maduro. I do say this is about a 55-60 on the medium mild full scale. It is a dark brown, so it does match the Maduro coloring. Pyramided, it's a Piramide. Now, I've heard it pronounced pyramid, Paramida, Paraba. Hey, I just call it a good cigar that looks like a trumpet. You know, skinny down here in a torpedo end and expands out like that. Why you gotta be so fancy? Because Caldwell's are just that. Some awesome fancy cigars. Yeah, they're about $10 a piece. They ain't cheap. But they good. They is awesome good. This is a 6 by a 50. May not be 50 here, but it's 50 down there, and that's the ring gauge that they take. You see, he took the impossible and made it possible. Been a long weekend already. Made a trip out to the National Cemetery yesterday. Made a trip out there yet today before the Rattlers game. Saying hello and goodbye to some friends. This is Memorial Day weekend. This is not a weekend of celebration. I agree with a couple of the other people that I've seen that are Navy SEALs, a couple that belong to some organizations I belonged to when I was on active duty that have stepped into my shoes. This is not a weekend of celebration. This is not a happy weekend. This is a time of remembrance, time for some of us to grieve, a time for some of us to reflect. It's a very tough weekend for me because it tries to bring back the survivor memories. Why me? Again, I've become the possible. My wife says I'm the walking example of the possible. With all my injuries, with how many times I've had to restart my heart, with how many times I've been pronounced dead and I'm still here. God's got a purpose. God's got a plan in His time, His place. I want you to think about that. Is it impossible or is it I am possible? Makes a big, big difference. Because then you get to say, to dream the impossible dream, to strive where no man has gone. Are you living in the rarefied air? Are you reaching out for your impossible dream and turning it into I am possible? Think about it. Salute my brothers and sisters that are gone. We love you. You will always be remembered, never forgotten. To all my friends out there, to all my enemies that listen, all three of you, just remember, smoke what you like what you smoke, and above all, kick some hash.